Hey guys, CRYPTOSICIAN here. So we have today Tuesday, August 19th, and we have a little buy trade going on here on GBP USD. So looking at the 15-minute time frame, why did I take this trade? I'll show you. Now, yesterday we had some downside that actually made me feel that price was going to be bearish this week. If we go to the 1 hour time frame, we can see that right there we can see that there has been a what looks like a change of character, structure breaking to the downside here. All right, now so when I saw this yesterday with this strong downward move to the downside through the night Asian session, and then today this morning London session opened and price was now retracing into this fair value gap right here, and it was rejected at first, but then back to the 15 minutes here we can see that we had this fair value gap, a bunch of them actually, one, two fair value gaps created, and then we can see this one actually coincided with the breaker block here. So now there was some inducement at this point, and then price actually just consolidated at that level from London session open 8 a.m. to around 10 a.m. or 10:30 before liquidity was taken to the upside, and then price drove downward, cleared these inducement levels and tapped into that fair value gap right there before it started to change direction. Now, I just placed a trade there, but I had a second entry, and I'll show you why I took a second entry and where I took that entry. On the 1 minute time frame here, it's simple. So remember, the slit strategy is structure, liquidity, point of interest, and then trend scaling. So I'll show you what we did here. So after price tapped this point and I saw this strong bullish candle and a leap, you can see if you check this candle here, you see that there's a gap between the body of the previous candle and the body of the new candle. Whenever I see that, that suggests to me that there's a very strong move in that particular direction. So I was sure that that trade was a correct one. And then on the 1 minute time frame, I saw that there was a change of character here. So we can see we had lower highs and then lower lows. So price broke to this point and then created a high that was higher than the previous high, and then retraced to this level, retesting the 50 EMA right there, close to that fair value gap right there. And I took a second entry at 135, 160 right there. And then price has just been rallying. All right. So it's just taking off, and my TP, the level I feel that price is going to start to really experience a turnaround, is at the order block. Now, if we go to the 15-minute time frame again, we're going to see that at this point where the origin that created that low, that break of structure and created these fair value gaps, which is this range here where we see this consolidation, right? That's where I'm going to take my profit around 135, 400, and then I would expect price to continue to the downside, as it has shown by this massive break of structure here on the higher time frames. All right, so that's the trade that we're on. And then if I see that there's a need for this fair value gap to be respected, then I would respect it and close my trade, or at least move my stop loss into break even for both entries, so that we do not lose any funds on our accounts. All right, now this is by no means financial advice. It's just a reminder to follow your strategy, mark out your points of interest, and also strategically enter your positions on the smaller time frames, on the 1 minute time frame. All right, I'm CRYPTOSICIAN and I'm out.